Hi, babes. So, Lily is in the back sleeping. We are at Tim's. Just see Lily. We're at Tim's brother. Oh my gosh, I just can't deal. I'm so hot. I was like, why have I not taken this off? Okay, we're at Tim's brother and sister-in-law's house. We're doing just like little breakfast. It was his dad's birthday a couple days ago, but his dad wasn't feeling well, so we didn't do anything. And that day, and which worked out for us kind of because my parents were here. They got in town that day of his birthday, and so we weren't going to be able to make it. So we were planning to do something later anyway with him. So anyway, we're doing just a little breakfast. We just dropped my parents at the airport. We're doing a little breakfast, like coffee and stuff with them. But Lily is like, it's tradition recently. Like, no matter the time of day, right now she falls asleep on the way to Bloomington. She is trying to cut out this like one nap a day that she still does, and she doesn't really nap at school anymore. And napping at home, she naps at school better than she naps at home, and now she's not been napping at home. When she does nap at home, bedtimes are taking forever, like hour and a half. She's not going to sleep till super late, and this is what happened with Isla, and so we're familiar with it, and it just makes bedtime so much easier if we let her skip the nap. And we'll let her, like, I'm letting her sleep right now, but like a nap later in the day makes bedtime really hard. I think this one she needs. She got up early. I don't know. It's tough with toddlers, isn't it? Like if you have kids, like when you get to this point where they want to cut the nap, but they still like need the nap, but it makes bedtime a nightmare, like where you're fighting them for like 2 hours to go to sleep, sitting in the room with them, bringing them water, reading another book, like walking them back to their room over and over and over again. My husband does Lily's bedtime, and I do Isla's bedtime, so it's not me, but Tim will sit in there for like so long. It's crazy. So anyway, it's just made this last week, bedtimes have taken like 20 minutes. She's fallen asleep faster than she's ever fallen asleep before, and it's just worth it, you know? But we're gonna let her sleep for a little longer in here. So I was like, you know what? I thought I would just catch you guys up because I have no idea when I'm gonna have this baby. And so, and I thought I would just kind of document this for myself too. So today is December 30th, and I was up kind of all night, but not with like really painful contractions. It was more like a combo of real contractions and Braxton Hicks, but like my belly was just hard and uncomfortable literally all night long. It was like so hard to even roll over, like to get myself to roll over. And then every time I stood up to pee, I just felt like, I just felt like she was so low. And right now, like she just feels like she has dropped so much and there's so much pressure. And that's so anyway, today, like the contractions are getting closer and closer together, and it's super fascinating because they're, some of them are in my front and my back, and some of them are just in my front. And with Lily, like with Isla, my water broke and my contractions, like there was absolutely no second guessing, was this real labor? Like I knew with Isla, obviously my water broke. I was like, I'm in labor, and they got intense fast. With Lily, it was like way more casual. Oh my God. That was a hard kick. But it was way more casual with Lily, where she just, like my contractions were close, but they really weren't that painful. They were like a 3 out of 10 when we went in, but I was already a 4. And so like I was a 2 on Thursday when I went in to be checked, and today's Saturday. Did I say Thursday? Yeah, I went in Thursday and I was checked. And I was 2, 50% effaced, and in mid position. So close, you know, closer than I was the week before. I was 1, I was not effaced. I was in a like back position or whatever. I don't know what's happening. I keep trying to, I just need to sit. My mom and I did a lot yesterday. I posted that vlog, but we did the baby's room. My mom mostly did everything, but like when she's working really hard and doing stuff, I don't want to just sit on my butt and watch her, you know, I don't like doing that. So I was trying to help as much as I could, and I went too hard. Like I had trouble sleeping because like my body just hurt, and my legs were cramping, like I didn't drink enough water and all that. So I'm trying to pound water today. I had some caffeine yesterday, which was probably my problem too, because I just felt like I needed it to like keep up, and I didn't get good sleep the night before. So I had a little caffeine, and I immediately regretted it because I didn't eat enough. I got a little shaky, and I just didn't have enough water. So then it was hard to fall asleep last night, And then I was kind of like restless and up, and I peed so much because I realized I didn't drink enough water. So then I drank so much water right before bed. Anyway, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just totally rambling right now. I just thought, I was just sitting here, I was listening to the Brandy Human album, which by the way is such a good album. I forgot how good this album was, and I mentioned it the other day in a vlog, and then I've been listening to it like nonstop since. This is so good. Anyway, I woke up today and I said to Tim, I was like, she's coming. Like, I like officially feel like we're at the end. Like, I'm like, wow, this is gonna happen. Like, I can feel that she's making her way. Oh, and I'll tell you guys a funny story. So we've been kind of like set on her name. We matched. We actually did like the baby name app, which is like Tinder for baby names, and your accounts hook up, and then you like swipe. If you like it, it's like left, I think, and if you don't like it, it's right, and then it tells you when you match. And so we'd been doing that like in October. My sister and her husband had done it, so she showed it to us, and she had us doing it. And we don't tell anybody the name beforehand, and we don't even decide on it till we meet them. So usually we have like 1 to 3 options, but we normally have one that we're pretty set on. Like, she'll have to really not look like this name to be named something else. But we always have like another option. This time we've matched on one name, and we only did it for like a few days, and we matched on this name, and both of us, it wasn't even on our list. And it's like a name that we both like, but we just hadn't thought about it or talked about it, and we really liked it. And we really liked it with our middle name option, and we were like, I think this might be the name. And we kind of sat on it for a couple weeks, and maybe even just a week, and I was like, I think it's the name. Like, it really feels like her name. And this morning I was like in the shower. I don't know if it's because I feel like she's coming really soon or what, but I was sitting in the shower and I was like, that's not her name. And I like started panicking, and when I shower, I write her name on the shower door in like the steam. I don't know why. It's just like something I've done since we came up with this name a couple months ago. It's just something that I've been doing. And sometimes I'll write just her name, sometimes I'll write her middle name. A couple months ago or a month ago, I wrote her name and then my top name that Tim didn't like my top name that before we found this one. And my name that I had originally found didn't feel right anymore. So anyway, this morning I'm sitting there and I'm panicking, and I'm like, this isn't her name. I don't think this is her name. I think we need a backup. Like, I've got to talk to Tim. I don't know if it goes well with Isla and Lily, because it's not quite as girly of a name. And the name that I originally really liked, that I was trying to get Tim on board with, is, it is really girly. Oh, honey, you okay? You awake? Wanna go inside? Let's go inside. I'll just finish this story. So I wrote out the name that we decided on, basically first on the steam shower. And then under it, I wrote the original name that I really liked. And I was like looking at them, and I was like, it doesn't seem weird this time. Like, I like it. I still like that other name. And I stood up and turned around to like rinse out my hair, or not rinse out my hair, just like wash my back or something. And I'm not kidding you, my hip erased the name that I originally liked that Tim didn't get on board with. And I was like, sign from God, like, don't overthink this. And so it just kind of cracked me up. I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, there are just some things like that happen that you just kind of can't ignore. And it was one of those this morning. I thought that was really funny. So, all right, well, we're gonna go inside.
Where's Daddy?
Daddy's inside. Should we go find him? Should we go find Daddy? Let's go get him. All right, I'll see you guys later. Okay, so it is still the 30th. I started timing contractions about 15 minutes ago. Was not planning to like vlog any of this, but I thought for my records, I'll just have it. It's about 5 o'clock. They're about 4 to 6 minutes apart. I'm actually in the middle of one right now. I can still talk through them and stuff. If it's more comfortable, I can talk through them and everything when I'm sitting down. When I'm walking around, I have to like bend over and stop. So anyway, we'll see what happens. They might just stop here in like 10 minutes. So we'll see. Okay, the girls are watching Paw Patrol. I'm currently having a contraction, but it's like towards the end of it, so it's tailing off a little bit. Tim has done all the things. He installed the car seat. His dad is coming over to stay the night here. I just talked to my midwife, and I've been timing them for about 90 minutes. and the average is like 124, and the duration, that's the duration, and then the time between is 7.5 minutes. So my midwife was like, you can go ahead and come in if you want. It's a third kid, whatever. I think you're going to eventually come in tonight anyway. So if you want to go ahead, you can. If you want to stay home a little bit longer and wait till they're a little bit closer, go ahead and do that. So that's what I'm going to do, because I can talk through most of them. Walk through most of them. But they are getting like increasingly painful. And she just said, I think we're waiting for like the next like pain threshold to hit on them. And I just remember like when I was pregnant with Lily, with Isla, my water broke and it was like immediate, a lot of pain. And with Lily, I labored at home and I could talk through all my contractions, and I got to the hospital and I was a 4. And I like got an epidural without being in pain. Like I just wasn't in pain with Lily, really, which was crazy. It was very weird. And I got the epidural, then I had a reaction to it, and so they shut it off. So I only had the epidural for like 40 minutes, and then I had Lily. So I had Lily naturally with an epidural, and this one, I was just planning to see how it goes. Like if it was like Lily, I was maybe not going to do it, but if it was more like Isla, I was maybe going to do it. My belly has just been so hard, rock hard, for like 2 hours, and then the painful contractions come in waves, but it's so tight in there that she's not moving a ton. So if that lasts much longer, like we will just go ahead and go in, because I don't like that when she can't move and it's like so tight, and I just like want her to be monitored. My placenta is anterior, so I feel her a lot because she's so big now, but it's also one of those things that like I don't feel every movement, and the monitors can pick up on that and just make me feel reassured and better that like everything's okay with her, even though she's not moving, because the contractions are so crazy. Because usually they like let up more. Like it feels like I am going into labor. I would say that is what it feels like. So that's where we're at. Talk to you guys later. Good morning, sunshines. Day 4 of this hair is getting washed today. It is the next day. We did not have a baby last night. We did go to the hospital, but there was just not enough progression, and the contractions slowed down a lot. So we did come home and sleep. We were really only there for like an hour. We weren't there very long, and the midwife and we were all just like, yeah, let's go rest at home. So nothing actually progressed overnight. So, really thought it was gonna happen, but it didn't, and that's okay. We're doing Christmas with Tim's family today, so that's exciting and fun and a good distraction, because it's funny, I've been like pretty calm and chill about like when we're gonna go in and when the baby's gonna come, because there's so much going on, especially with the holidays, and I'm like not super antsy, and I'm really not that physically uncomfortable. The contractions are obviously uncomfortable, but I'm not like freaking out, like needing to have this baby right now. And so I've been okay, but it's funny how like you think you're gonna go in and maybe have a baby, and it like starts to ramp up and you start to get that excited feeling about it all. What happened over there? Isla, I don't think Lily likes that. Lily, you just tell her, use your words, honey. You get excited and then it's a little harder to wait, So I'm glad that we have a fun distraction with like the family Christmas days, because it'd be really great. And it's New Year's, and then the kids go back to school in a couple of days. So I'm done with work. Like, it's crazy. It's kind of a crazy time. So anyway, she'll come when she comes. Right now I don't feel super antsy, but we'll see how I feel over the next couple of days. I am just hanging out with the kiddos.
Can you please help me?
It's like a bomb exploded in this place. But it is what it is. I mean, we keep cleaning it. We really only clean like the playroom once a day, because why would we continuously clean it? You just drive yourself crazy if you do that. But they've been building Legos and I've been reading a little bit. Almost done with Ikigai, which I really, really have been loving. So I'm excited to finish that. And I'm just thinking about the new year, because today's New Year's Eve. So hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you later.